Well, welcome, Catherine. It's so good to see you. Thanks for being here today. Have you been doing a lot of Zoom meetings?
Yeah, we've been doing some online Zoom meetings for workouts with our coach. So yeah, those are pretty good just to stay in shape, you know.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear that you guys are staying connected. So we're reaching out to you because there are a large number of athletes in the North Zone that had a lot of heartache and a lot of cancellations very suddenly. Their lives changed very quickly, and we're well aware of you as a high performance athlete. So can you tell whoever's listening, give a little bit of background, what kind of what sport you compete in, and maybe some of the things that were cut short because of COVID?
Yeah, no problem. Well, I'm a competitive swimmer, and this year I was getting ready for Olympic trials, swim meet held in Toronto. It was, I think, April, the first week of April, I was going to leave. So when this whole thing struck out, like the whole COVID everything like that, I was just getting ready to start tapering down, like kind of taking it a bit easier in practice, so to prepare for this swim meet, because my goal was to make a junior Olympic or junior Canadian team. So yeah, that got cut short. And I know for other people in my club, there was A provincials or championships, which is like the among the best swimmers in the province compete in Edmonton, and that was cut short for them. And I know some people were really excited. Some people, it was their first time. One of my teammates was trying to get a Western and a national time as well. So yeah, there was a lot of things that everyone was pretty disappointed about, that we didn't get to try and accomplish our goals. But yeah, it was too bad.
That is insane, right? When you talk about it like that. So how did you find out? And what
um
was your initial reaction? Did you find out as a group or just were you alone?
Well, what happened was, it was Thursday, and I was at the gym with my coach, and he was telling me about how he was pretty sure things wouldn't close down. Like the whole COVID thing was bad, but he was like, I don't think things will go down yet. But then that evening we were at practice, and he told us that A's had been canceled for all of our teammates who are going to that championship meet in Edmonton. And then the next morning, I just got a text. It was Friday morning practice, and I woke up and I had a text on my phone from my coach saying practice has also been canceled now, and it was canceled since then. I think March 14th.
Yeah, so just like that, hey?
Yeah. So in a matter of 24 hours, everything was gone.
So did you know right away the Olympic trials would be off the books, or were you still hoping for things that they would go
Yeah.
forward? Yeah.
Really was like that Thursday where my coach was telling us about how championships had been canceled. I was like, oh God, please don't be trials as well. Like, I really don't want. And then as soon as I knew the pool was closed and then the schools closed that day after that, I was like, yeah, there's no Olympic trials, which was kind of like, yeah, it did hurt a bit. Like, that really sucked. And I know how many people were really excited for their meet, but I guess there's next year. But yeah.
So is that how it goes? So if you next year you'll have another opportunity?
Well, since they moved the Olympics to next year, trials will be held again next year. But I don't think they're doing the junior Canadian team next year, the one that I wanted to make. It was junior Pan Pacs. So that was there. And then also, I don't know if anyone had aged up. I'm kind of not really, I'm a senior right now, so I don't age up anymore. I can't miss out on some meets. But I know for some people, there were things like B provincials, which is just a tier below championships. And once you get too old, you don't go there anymore. So some people might have aged up this year and they were getting ready to go this year. But yeah, so I guess next year they don't have that chance.
So when you heard everything and it kind of set in, what was your what's the first thing that you did?
Well, that Friday when I read that text, I just stayed awake because I couldn't sleep again. I was just so upset. I was like, no, please be open again like Monday or something. But yeah, I mean, my coach has been doing a lot of, every Friday we do a Zoom call where instead of dry land, we just do about an hour of just talking, try to stay positive. And he's really been trying to enforce that on us because, you know, I mean, for some people, especially like I feel for me at least, I was pretty upset about it. And I remember the first week of April was kind of harder because I was like just thinking about what races I was going to have that day and like how I was just still in the moment of like, oh yeah, I'm going to swim like my race today or something like that. So yeah, but his positivity, Zoom calls do help. I think it's up to everyone's mentalities a bit better, kind of lets us reflect on what we can do better next time we're in the pool, which hopefully is like pretty soon. But yeah, initially I was pretty upset, but it gets better after some time.
So it's good to know that that you obviously have an excellent coach that continually connects with his athletes, obviously recognizing the importance in that and showing it for you. So what would have happened if maybe you're competing and you didn't have that connection?
I might have stayed a bit more upset for a bit longer, honestly. I mean, my coach really tried, especially with the parents on the board and stuff like that. They really tried to, you know, get that Strava set up, which is an app on our phone where you can record how far you go when you bike, you run, how fast. So I think in that way, my coach did a really good job on that because he still kept us competing. Like, I know no one admits it, but I'm pretty sure everyone's kind of competing on that too. So yeah, he did a really good job on that. And yeah, just with his help, with his like influence, I think it was a lot easier to, you know, kind of get into this new normal for however long it lasts. But yeah, he was really good at that.
So you're still feeling motivated and ready to get back in the pool and compete is what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah, as soon as the pool's open, I'll be there like all day. I just want to get back to where we were, because you know there was so much hard work we had been doing before all this. Everyone was reaching like their peaks in training. We were all like the hardest sets, you know, that my coach could throw at us, and we were getting through them. And yeah, it's kind of upsetting to see all that hard work just not gone, but put off for a little while. But I know once we get back with my coach's like intense training schedules, he can get us back into shape real fast and we'll be okay. But yeah.
That I'm so glad to hear that. And most of your teammates, are they feeling the same way? They kind of went from here and then they're looking forward to the pool getting open again?
Yeah, everyone was a little upset at first, obvious. I mean, it just really sucked for all of us. And you know, just being swimming, if you don't have a pool, you can't train. Like being on land fit, as we call it, is so much different than pool fit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think everyone's mentalities have gotten a bit better. Everyone's kind of realized that swimming's not over. We still have it. It's just for now, it's the way it is.
Mm-hmm. That's a great attitude. Is there any silver linings to this? Is there something that you recognize maybe now that you've been forced to do something this way that you didn't see before?
I think one thing would be, at least for me, a silver lining is I've always kind of wanted to like improve my running, which sounds kind of odd, but it's just something I've liked to do, and flexibility as well. So, you know, with this Strava, and after every workout we usually do like at least 10, 15 minutes, sometimes 20 of stretching, some yoga, stuff like that. And that really helps because, you know, most swimmers are pretty unflexible. We can't like can't even touch their toes, like that was me. And you know, like it just kind of helps to be a bit more flexible. It helps your mobility in the water. So I guess that's a good thing that we all took away from this. And I think a lot of people are going to have a bit more muscle strength and flexibility by the time we get back in the water. So in the long term, it'll help. But right now, it's just not the same.
Very cool. That is so interesting to me. So do you have any advice that you'd give other athletes in any sport?
I would just say that I know it's really hard right now, and I don't know how many times others do, but I know every day I think at least like 3 or 4 times how good it'd be, like what I'd be doing right now if this wasn't going on, like how I'd be feeling in my sport. But I would just say, just try to focus on some other things that you've never gotten done. Like I'm sure there's some hobbies everyone wanted to try at some point, but we never got around to it, with our sport taking so much time. Like, I don't know, journaling, flexibility is another, training something new, learning a new skill. I learned cooking over this time too. Like I got a bit better at it. So there's just try to take some good things from it and try to realize that it's not all bad. It's, you get to be at home with your family. It's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, just try and stay positive, and hopefully it gets better in a month or two. And yeah.
Wow. Catherine, you are an inspiration. Honestly,
Yeah.
well done. Well done. I totally appreciate this, and I appreciate you and your entire club. I've watched you guys grow and thrive through the years, and I think you guys are really extraordinary. So got my fingers crossed too that you guys can get back in the pool soon, and I'm so glad to see that you guys are still motivated to keep on going and you're staying connected, which I
Yes.
think clearly goes a long way for the athletes, and I'm sure the coaches are very happy to stay connected themselves by the sounds of it.
Oh yeah, no, it really is good that they've all coaches, like not even just like all of them have really tried to do all this for us, and yeah, it's pretty good. Like we'll be all right. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to post this and share this with people. I think this is invaluable. So
Yay.
good luck with your training.
Yay,
Keep
thank you.
smiling, and I can't wait to watch your career as you move forward.
Yes, thank you so much again for this interview. I'm so glad to have done it, just to get some opinions out there that I know maybe other people might have. And yeah, it was really great.
Awesome. Well, I hope to be able to talk to you again soon. I think this is going to be really good for our region. So thanks a lot, Catherine. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
All
Talk
right.
to you.
Bye.
Bye.